Welcome to Pro Hair and Beauty Unfiltered.
I'm Kate and I run Pro Hair and Beauty.
And I'm Kira and I'm Unfiltered.
Welcome to episode 7.
Woo woo.
Took
Took us a while.
Yeah, I know. That's what the first little disclaimer. Thank you for everybody that's been hanging on to our little podcast. It has been quite difficult to kind of manage the two at the same time, but don't worry because Kira's taking over and she's a creative mind now behind the podcast. So hopefully with us kind of sharing it and moving forward, we'll have more consistency and a bit more fun. Because I feel like out of the two of us, you're probably the more fun. Like you can let go, like let loose a little bit easier. Yeah. So
Don't even think we need to state that. I'd be offended if you said otherwise.
I know, I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
Yeah. Sure.
So this is the start of like something new, even though we're only 7 episodes in anyway. So Kira has come up with the episode for today. So what are we doing today, Kira?
Am I the asshole?
Ooh, I like these ones.
Am I the asshole
Okay.
for wanting to sleep with my wife? It's just like some of them say that, just like randomly.
That you're their own wife.
Yeah. And it's like, but it would be like the wife like doesn't want to have sex or some shit.
Oh, okay.
That's like,
so then
it's just like a story, like it's just
Right.
titled to reel you in.
Has anything new happened for you since we last filmed? God knows, that's a while.
I know things new have happened to you.
Like what?
First time staying out.
Oh my god.
Till closing time.
Kira and I, well, for Craig's birthday, so anyone that doesn't know Craig, it's Kira's partner. It was a birthday dinner and yeah, we went out with a few people and I stayed out till like 1:30.
Probably 1:32.
Yeah, I actually probably could have stayed a little bit longer. Like, you know, no, because you know when you're like tired and you get past that point and then you start to feel a little bit okay. But I had work, so
Yeah.
Brent come pick me up.
That was funny though.
Wes came out and was like, I want to meet Brent. And I was like, okay. And then he was cooked. And he came out.
No.
He's like, hey, yeah, come out with us. And he's like, Kate, you got to help me. He's like, grab me. He's like, you got to take me back to the house. And he's like, I know you don't like drinking, but you can always come to the pub and just watch me drink.
Oh my god, he kept getting up in the middle of the night.
Oh no.
So often would come in the room and like, cause me and Faith were laying in bed like having our
dinner or whatever.
Something like that.
Copper, someone's getting pulled over. Awkward.
Oopsie. Did an oopsie.
They come searching through the back door. Okay.
But what was I saying? Yeah, we were talking. And then because it was like dark in the room and the hallway light was on, every time he opened that door, like my eyes were like I could not adjust the light. And I was like, Wes, please. The amount of times that guy laid right on top of me, kissed me on the cheek, and then said, I love you, Kira. And then walked out. I was like, love you too, Wes. Go to bed. You need to sleep.
Oh, that's cute. That's funny.
But other than that,
yeah, other than that, I mean, my dog ran away on Saturday. That was scary.
That's rough.
My brother got a new car that I get to drive today.
I mean, this is more than what we usually have.
I know, this is so true. I finished my first, what do you call it? Term at TAFE. Passing all my courses or units. Fun. Other than that, pretty normal.
Went to the footy.
Oh yeah, I saw. You would have gone fucking crazy.
I did. I saved those videos too.
I need to see them. Oh god.
Oh, that was good.
But I'm ready for this warm weather.
I know.
You know what we should do? We should go to the beach one time.
Yeah, but just not swim because I'm not getting eaten by a shark.
Oh yeah. Kira has a weird, well not weird, I shouldn't say weird because it is like a normal fear, but you have like an excessive fear.
Yeah, but it was only recent.
Yeah, I know. Of sharks, by the way. Sorry. Like, I mean, it would be scary, and sharks are something worthy of being scary of, but
maybe if we go to like one of those
like lakes,
inlet beaches.
Yeah. There's actually one in Wollongong, and it's like that into the restaurant.
Oh, okay. There's also like one in I think it's like Minamara.
Isn't that hours away?
No, it's like Mittagong way. Not Mittagong. Wollongong way.
Oh.
Minamara? No, Windang? I don't know. One of them.
Well, I have no idea.
Somewhere down that way. I've been there before. I went paddleboarding there before my shark fear kicked in.
Oh my gosh, I have a paddleboard. We should go paddleboarding.
I know. I never use it. I need to use it. I can't stand on it though. That's a lot of balance that I don't have.
Yeah, it is.
I thought I would be able to just get on there and be a pro. Nope. I cannot.
That just reminded me because there's a paddleboard scene like in my book that I've just read. I've read 2 books since we last recorded. I forgot to tell you I finished that book.
The one that you were sticking through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for
Step
another
bro.
podcast. But yeah, awkward. I just couldn't get to it.
I mean, you finished it, so that's that.
Yeah, it was alright. They just, as I said, they just kept bringing it back up. That they were step siblings, and it just
Weird.
I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Some tropes aren't for everyone.
Yeah.
What else did I do? I read.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
reading this new book. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. That's
finished
the one that you like, your favorite
yeah,
character.
the one
What's his
that I
name?
Reread Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Mm-mm-mm.
Jeremy. Well, that about sums up what we've been up to, I guess. Are you gonna kickstart us off with the? If you don't have anything else,
Yeah, we'll start off
hit me.
a bit light.
Okay,
These are long too, so
I'm
you
listening.
do have to bear with. Am I the ass? This is just the title.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for reaching out to a bride's makeup artist behind the bride's back and almost getting the entire bridal party fired as clients?
Ooh, tell me more. I want to know this one. Go.
The bride,
Yeah.
they're going to call her R. Okay,
Okay.
so just when I say R, that's the bride, is super nice and undemanding. Her main request to the bridesmaids was having hair and makeup done by the same hair and makeup artist. In brackets, R is paying. The morning of the wedding, for the getting ready hangout, R had her mind set on a specific hair and makeup artist that offered a fancy bridal experience with lots of extras, and she was very excited about it. I wear bold, dramatic makeup daily. I had no issue sticking to R's very different preferred style for her wedding. However, over the last few years, I have had a number of painful reactions to makeup products, and I was never able to figure out the trigger. If I immediately take makeup off, pain goes away in hours and discomfort fades in a few days. While reactions are rare, I now stick to specific makeup lines I know work for me.
Right.
Oh, this is hard to speak for so long. I asked if she could ask the hair and makeup artist what products they use, or I could do my own makeup while everyone else was getting theirs done, trying to go for the same look. But R just kept saying that she had a reputable makeup artist that followed professional standards of hygiene and that the makeup would be quite light. It seemed in her head reactions could only happen with a shady makeup artist or heavy makeup. R said she could pay for me to have a trial done on the same day she had hers, so I don't have to worry.
Damn.
I agreed like a dumbass.
What?
Then realised that didn't work because if the makeup artist used triggering product, I would still have a painful reaction, just on a different day. I messaged R again and had the same pointless conversation. The trial day was coming. I didn't want to just cancel. It made sense in my head to message the makeup artist with my question directly. Unexpectedly, the makeup artist straight up said she can't work on me for liability reasons, as I cannot identify problem ingredients, not even using products I name as safe. She also asked if the bride was aware. Turns out R had filled out a form that confirmed no one had known makeup sensitivities. I don't blame R. She signs medical and custom forms without reading them. But the makeup artist was enraged. She almost fired R as a client 5 weeks ahead of the wedding. In brackets, they worked it out. I haven't ever heard of a makeup artist with such forms or such a hardcore stance in general. R and her maid of honor since implied I was intentionally sabotaging so I could do my usual attention-grabbing makeup. I'm hoping that the maid of honor bride stress talking. I'm hoping that's them stress talking and not that I really thinks that of me. Several people told me I should have just risked it considering my reactions and the chance of them occurring in the first place are relatively minor. The more people say this, the more I'm thinking maybe that is what is expected of a friend.
Sorry.
Sorry,
no,
obviously,
my
my worst move was messaging the makeup artist directly, but I wasn't getting anywhere with R, and I was afraid that she'd be mad if I just said I wasn't doing the hair and makeup thing. But the more I think of it, going behind her back, something so important to her may make me the asshole.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, unless I'm not understanding it right, why would you not just do the trial? And then if you react, just then say to the bride,
Yeah,
like,
no,
as you can
that's
see, I've broken out, so it's not really going to work. Like, and she's even paying for the trial for you to have. Like, that's actually
Yeah.
quite nice, I think. Because I mean,
I wouldn't say you're an asshole. I'd
no,
say
but I would
you're
just say, like,
being,
I just don't understand why you
yeah.
wouldn't do that. Like, I know that she said she might have a reaction, but, like, you said, like, it's no biggie, it goes down, so just, like, do it. And then that way the bride can actually see, like, that you'd get a reaction.
And what about the makeup artist?
I don't understand that. I mean, I've worked on people with allergies and stuff like that, as long as it's obviously known to you beforehand.
Yeah, and they know the risk.
Yeah, well, I've actually had a lady, and she's allergic to, I think it was like nuts. I don't know if it was peanuts or like just nuts, but like anything even on her skin. Like if you were eating nuts and like breathed on her, she would like she was like super, super sensitive.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it at the time, but when I spoke to her, she told me. But what she actually did is she brought her own makeup bag with her as well. And then so I could see the products that she had. And then if I wanted to try anything new, I would honestly just look it up, would do it. But like, because it was on the day, she brought her products and it was pretty much some of the products I use anyway. So instead of using hers, I just used mine because obviously that's what she's paying for, is me to use my products. But like, she was really easygoing in the way that she just brought hers in if I wanted to use her makeup. And then ever since then, like, she's come back 3-4 times because now we know what works on her skin. But
Yeah.
I think the thing that she'd done wrong is maybe not do the trial. Like, why would you just not go with the flow in terms of the trial? What do you reckon?
I think she should have gone with the trial.
Yeah, I don't understand that. If someone's paying for me to get a trial from a makeup artist, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
I don't say she's an asshole. I'd say she's just a bit dramatic.
Yeah. I agree.
It was just over the top a little.
Yeah.
Didn't need to be.
I don't think it needed to be as big as what it got.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for ending a 10-year friendship?
Ooh. Okay.
I, 31 female, told my best friend of 10 years, 36 female, I can't be there every time she and her spouse argue over the same BS. My best friend, let's call her T, decided to marry L, even after having gone through multiple, what I would call abusive situations. L likes to use substances. And because of those substances, he has put her through hell multiple times. I'd say at least once a year. They started dating 6 years ago. I get the phone call. I'm leaving him. He's been doing XYZ again. I've always dropped everything to be there for her. I'd tell her my thoughts given the advice I'd hoped to be given in those situations. At most, she would kick me out of her house because it belongs to her for a few days. Well, at most, she would kick him out, sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
At most, she would kick him out of her house because it belongs to her for a few days and then let him come crawling back. He has had paranoid episodes that would lead to him accusing her of infidelity. He's taken a pew-pew
Oh, what?
and put holes in the ceiling.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Can you not write that word on the
I
internet?
don't know.
Damn, that is full on. That's like some domestic violence.
He's taken, what would I say, a weapon
Yeah.
and put holes in the ceiling. He's even gone so far as to start fights with his friends. One of the episodes he got so messed up, his friends beat him within an inch of his life and he had to have reconstructive surgery on his face.
Oh my
They got engaged last year and decided to do a big wedding. Her mum planned a surprise bridal shower, which he ruined because the night before he disappeared for hours with no response. He was using again. He ruined the surprise her mum worked for months to put together. During the wedding, which was out of the country, I was injured. He used me going to the ER as an excuse to buy certain drugs at the pharmacy, which in that country you don't need a prescription. After we got back, he started using again and he was hiding it, but she caught him. They had another blow up and then she went on a bender and called me at least 5 times that night, all the way up until like 2 a.m. I told her I can't do it anymore. I've had it. I can't keep being the one shoulder to be. Where am I now? I've had it. I can't keep being the one to be the shoulder to cry on. I can't be the emotional support she wants me to be all the time. It drains me emotionally to watch her go through it, and I've finally spoken my piece. But now I'm the asshole because I've said what I had to say on the matter, and our friend group is not taking my side and I feel alienated. I haven't talked to most of the friend group all summer because I said what I said. Someone said doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result is a definition of insanity. They won't do anything to actually change what's happening, and I can't keep being there for it. Am I the asshole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It can be.
It's hard. Yeah. Like, it's hard. I don't think I've really ever been put in that position where I've had to help someone through such a situation like that. But like, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped, and it's so hard. But at the end of I don't know. You can't. Like, it's
Is that a hickey on your neck?
No.
It's just like looks.
No, it's actually not.
No, I'm just saying. I was like,
now I wish it kind of was.
At you and I was like, no, but I think it's just red. Wait. Oh yeah, maybe you just like rubbed there.
Scratched it.
Yeah, too much.
I don't know if fake tan on
It's
that
like
much.
it's more red. It's not purpley.
I actually
I
was
thought it
vacuuming
might
the
have
car
been.
yesterday, and I dropped it and it suctioned onto my leg, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have a hickey on my thigh. I was actually disappointed because it didn't, but you know, I was like, no. I was like, no one's gonna believe me. Oh, it was a vacuum.
I had a friend say they had hickeys on their neck, and it was like, oh, did you get it on last night? And they were like, no, I went paintball.
I've had someone say, oh, it's from a vacuum. It's from a vacuum. And it's on their fucking neck.
For a vacuum. Yeah, there's
How
this
does
word
that
vacuuming. Sorry.
Yeah, coming back to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think she's the asshole.
Nah. I don't think that friend will realize how hard it is until if she ever gets out of it. Mm-hmm. Which is also hard as someone that, like, I would call that domestic violence, would you, or like abuse?
Yeah.
Because she's a victim of it. So then, like, she doesn't really, when you're in it, I guess you wouldn't really see how bad it is, or like, I don't know, make up excuses. It's not until you're out and you're feeling a bit healthier in the mind that you'd look back and be like, well, that was fucked up.
Yeah. But it would also, like, I feel like people that are stuck in those relationships have just, like, rose-colored glasses on.
Yeah.
And it's like,
So
she's already gone through a lot, and then to have, like, best
like,
friend to leave.
in her mind, she probably thinks her friend is an asshole.
Yeah.
But from an outsider's perspective, I mean, I don't know what was said, but
I don't agree with the rest of the friend group.
yeah, what the hell? Because
And
that's
they
almost like
clearly-
enabling it a little
They
bit.
like either clearly don't hear it at all. Like,
Yeah, like
this girl
not knowing
literally
what
is
she
the only
knows.
one that she talks to about it,
Yeah.
or they are just like, that was rude. Like,
Yeah, I would not say she's
I would
asshole.
not. Okay, you can read that one. It's long.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't read them all either, by the way. I just like picked titles that looked interesting.
Ooh, okay. Am I the asshole for kicking my mother-in-law out of my house? Advice, please. All right. Am I the asshole for kicking my mother-in-law out of my house? My fiance, 22. Oh, sorry, she's a fiance, 22. He's 23 and he's the male, yep. We recently got a house and the house is under my name only since I can afford it alone. Upon entry, all the information was under my 22 female, so her name. I work 2 jobs, but one of my jobs can pay by itself and use the other one to pay for school out of pocket. My mother-in-law wanted to move out together with me and my fiance since it would be cheaper, and I see no issue with that. I feel like that's a soldier right there
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah.
Until she started to disrespect me, telling me how to clean the house, or she wanted me to climb on the countertops and wipe all the cabinets, knowing I just got off a 20-hour shift. I work both night and day, so my sleep is very important. Mind you, I'm still up trying to enjoy my only day off since I get to spend time with him 2 times every week. It's our weekend to clean, so I told him to climb the counter and I'll sweep and mop. She didn't like the fact we traded household duties, even though it was going to be done by the end of the day. Fast forward weeks later, I'm disrespected again after I sat them both down and told them I was going to get a dog that is mine since I got the place with a fence and a big yard, so I can do so. Okay, so she's saying, like, I'm getting a dog and whatever. This has been on the cards for over 10 months since we wanted another dog before moving. She knew that we were moving. She knew that before moving in with us. Then fast forward a few months, I was waiting on the dog I was going to adopt. Since my fiance had one of his own, I wanted one, and that was just mine. One of my coworkers recently is leaving to the service and gave me their dog. She sheds a lot and only one It's only day 1 of having him in the home, mind you. We have 2 German Shepherds now. Yes, I know the fur can be a bit much to handle, but I did wash and brush him outside of a morning after getting him, so I haven't gotten around to cleaning the fur up that I put in a bucket outside. I go inside to dry him off and start grooming process again to shed his undercoat. Yes, I clean up the inside and I didn't get a chance to clean up the outside. She gets back home and tells me some vile things after I told her I didn't want to talk since I'm cleaning up. And not open the door, and I'll get to it a bit since I wasn't done cleaning the room. She proceeded to tell me she's going to kick him out and throw him on the street or give him away while I was gone at work. Whoa, okay, and we still got 3 paragraphs to go. Or because I left his dog hair in a wash bucket for the dog outside. So I'm trying to cut this down because it just is repeating itself for no reason. I tell her she can leave before throwing my dog out. The dog just lost his family and he can't do anything about it. I told my fiance the day prior to this that his mum is to leave my dog alone, and she always takes my fiance's dog, and I'm usually left there alone, and that's the main reason I wanted my own dog. She's yelling. I asked her to leave and to please let her talk to her son. Then I closed the door since she opened it without permission, knowing I was cleaning and trying to avoid the fur from going everywhere. Then she said I won't talk to him since my problem is with you. I told her I have no problem with her, that she needs to talk to her son, aka my fiance, and she's going to be full on disrespectful. She then busted inside the room, closed the door behind her, and even though I don't step 1 foot in her room, then proceeded to yell at me. And this isn't the first time she's disrespected me while my fiance was at work or on my days off. I've told him of this more than 5 times on many occasions, and he didn't believe me since he had never seen her like that. So I FaceTime him while she's yelling. He got the first glimpse of everything that I told him to ask her to leave since I was going to have to deal with the disrespect while moving. Now I feel like shit that I've asked her to leave, and he backed me after seeing the behaviour. Oh, that's cool. Am I the asshole for kicking out my mother-in-law even though I'm scared to leave my dog anywhere in my own home while she's there? No. She's crazy.
Leave.
I mean, it is good that like he backed her a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's at least that. But yeah, that's your home, and I can totally feel like, it's your home, even though
Someone threatened your dog.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then
Someone threatened my dog.
She openly, willingly moved in with them, knowing that it was going to help her financially. Do you know what I mean? That would be like how like I've moved back with my parents to save for a little bit. And then I just started like changing all the rules and doing like, do you know what I mean? Like they're helping me out and it's their home. So you just kind of got to go with the flow. Even if there's something that I don't necessarily agree with, you just go with the flow because it's their home and they're the one helping you out. So I feel like that's what the mum should have done.
I don't know why I feel like this one's going to be super fucking obvious. But I'll read it anyway.
Go.
Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I'm uncomfortable with him going on a holiday with only girls?
Okay. Let's not jump off the bat because it just truly depends who they are.
Okay.
So give me the details.
My boyfriend, 19 male, and I, 19 female, have been together for 3.5 years.
Right.
We got together as we were in the same friendship group in secondary school. This friendship group was all girls, but they were my best friends. My boyfriend never liked playing football or doing what the rest of the boys did, so he became friends with us. Over the last year or two, these friends and I have had many arguments. They left me out of things, they spoke about me behind my back, and just genuinely weren't nice to me. So that ended our friendship. And now I have a new, much nicer group of friends. During this, we obviously went into sixth form.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know, anyway.
And my boyfriend left the school, so he didn't see them as much either. However, over the past couple of months, they have been meeting and talking a lot. This is a group of 7 single girls, and he is the only boy. They have group chats and talk all day, and honestly, it drives me insane, which I did express to him, but I also didn't feel like I had the right to tell him he couldn't be friends with them, as they were his friends at the start too, so I've tried to be very patient. He did and does have male best friends, and he is going away with them very soon. Over the past weeks, him and the girls have been meeting up almost every day as we're in the holidays. Then he came to me and told me about how he's going camping with them for 2 nights, but his friend, male, was going to come too. Although I wasn't over the moon about this, again, I didn't feel like I could tell him not to. However, his friend can't go and it will only be him. I trust my boyfriend and I know he wouldn't disrespect me with them in any way. I also trust these friends to not do anything disrespectful, but I don't feel like they have my back either.
That's where I'm a bit conflicted.
I just feel as though this is an inappropriate situation for my boyfriend to put himself in, as at the end of the day, it's a girls' holiday, and yes, they are friends, but they've also been horrible to me, and I want him to show me some loyalty in this moment. Even without the issue of the girls being horrible to me, it's weird for a taken guy to go camping with a bunch of girls. He has said that one of the girls' cousins and their friends, all male, will be staying nearby, but he's never met the cousin, and they're not friends. I don't feel it's the same as his best friend coming. The reason that I would feel more comfortable with him having a male friend is because he could separate himself and do something else more easily if they were talking or doing something that would be inappropriate for him to be around. We have spoken about this, and he says that they're just friends and he would never disrespect me, and that he doesn't want to feel controlled. At no point have I told him he can't go. I made it very clear that I just want to express my feelings and he could do whatever he wanted with the information. He doesn't believe it would be disrespectful for him to go, but I can't help feeling uncomfortable. Am I the asshole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I would
say I don't envy her for being in that position, because that is hard, because then she can say one thing but he can also flick it around and say, well, they're my friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's just someone's got to give in at one point to like the other person's feelings or something. I don't know. But the thing that caught me off for that is like how the girls don't treat her good. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not very...
It's giving jealousy.
Exactly.
Like, after they become like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, no. I would say...
turning against, but still want to be friends with him.
Oh my God, there's so many cops out today. But yeah, I would probably say it's probably just best to not put yourself in that situation. Like, I'm not saying you can't be friends with those people, but I'm saying like a camping trip probably isn't the smartest idea.
No.
Sit that one out, boy. Am I the arsehole for not wanting my boyfriend's sister there when I give birth? I'm 6 weeks off giving birth, and a few months ago my boyfriend and I were sat at his sister's and we were discussing birth plans. This is my first child and my partner has 4 and his sister has 2, so they are more experienced at this. During this conversation, his sister stated how she didn't want certain people to know when she was having her second child, which from what I gather went out the window as someone told the person she specifically didn't want to know. We got to the stage of talking where I wanted, We got to the stage where I was talking about what I wanted and expressed that I only wanted my mum and my boyfriend in there with me. And his dad and stepmum were there 24 hours after the birth. And this is when all hell breaks loose. I then get for weeks on end, I'm going to be your birthing partner, not your mum. I'm going to tag team in with my brother. I'm going to be there as it's through half term. No matter how much I said no, this wouldn't stop until I completely lost my rag and had a massive row with my boyfriend over it, to the point where I told him if she doesn't stop and get it in her head that no one will be there with me and he will miss his child's birth because of her. He told her that she will be invited to see the baby as and when we are ready for visitors. Since then, she tried everything she can to try and ruin my relationship with my boyfriend, as in we go out together and there's suddenly an emergency at her house and she can't get out of work and her kids are on their own and at 10 p.m. at night. She finds out we are meant to be doing something together and suddenly she can't cope and needs her brother to keep him there until all hours of the morning, knowing he won't leave while she thinks his little sister is in trouble. This also had led to huge rows with me and my boyfriend, and I just now feel abandoned because I never see him, and that she will come up with an excuse to stop him being at the birth. I also need to add, when she has had these emergencies, quote unquote, she has a go at him for answering his phone to me. Did I just change my mind and allow her to be there so I actually get to see my boyfriend and that he will be allowed to be at his own child's birth? What the hell?
She's psychotic.
What the fuck? Okay, I don't have
That's fucking dramatic.
children and I haven't really thought too deep about it because I'm not in that situation, but I don't want every man and his dog there. At most, I want my partner and my mum, because then I have like my partner and then I have someone that knows what the geo is and that has like, and that's at most. I don't want every man, like, it's such a vulnerable position to be in.
Yes.
And I think Like, the baby's not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone wants you to wait 24 hours, 48 hours to meet the baby, just go with what they need.
Fuck, even 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
literally.
It's not about you.
Exactly. And, like, the baby's still going to be there. And, like, I always, like, because I get really excited to meet, like, babies and stuff like that. Like, Brant's sister had a baby, and I was like, oh, my God, I'm so excited. But then you just have to remember, like, this is not my main character moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the side piece to this story,
I'm the
and,
little
like,
sad
I can
hole.
wait. They're like, this is their main character moment. You might be excited, but just they'll appreciate it so much more if you just hang back. No matter how excited and how much you want to, like, see them and the baby, just, like, take a chill pill.
That's weird.
That was so weird.
That is weird.
Do you have one more or not? Do you want me to find one?
You find one.
Okay. Oh. Damn. Okay, this is a big one too, Jesus. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my mum's 50th birthday until she at least apologises for taking my savings and never giving them back? Say less. Say less. So in short...
Where's my money?
Literally. So in short, the situation is a bit complex. Mum wanted to go on an exotic vacation last summer. Then she finds out my younger brother has a debt with state, and until that's paid off, she can't go. Theoretically, she was paying for the vacation money from a car sale, but found out she can't go through with the sale because my brother created a debt on the car. Okay.
What?
So I think, let me keep reading that. Now, my brother couldn't care less about the debt, but my mum was really looking forward to the vacation. She's a successful business owner, comes to me saying she can't cover both the debt and the vacation. Well, then you just can't go on the vacation.
Yeah.
I know it's her dream vacation. I say I could cover the debt with my savings and she can go through with the sale and get the vacation with her boyfriend. But these are my savings for my master's degree tuition and uni expenses. She says it's fine and she has a good income and can't return the money in 2-3 months tops. Well, that was a year and a couple months ago. She still owes me money. I told her I would had to go into debt over the year because I missed money for school. Told her I really need the money because if I pay for next year of school, I'll be completely broke and won't be able to buy food. She went on another 3 or 4 vacations since last year. No, not when you owe people money. Spent New Year's Eve celebrating in Greece on some island. Paid for her boyfriend's sister's vacation. She's definitely not broke. She just doesn't care. Oh.
I wouldn't have even given her the money in the first place.
Yeah. Now she's
vacation.
claiming that since it was my brother's debt, it's not her problem and she had to go be the one paying me back. Well, back when I told her I could only cover the debt because of her vacation, she agreed she was the one paying me back. She told my brother that she feels like she has nothing to apologise for and went no contact like a month ago. And now she's celebrating her 50th birthday and texts me asking if I'm coming. I love her and care about her, but I feel like I don't feel like pretending that I'm okay with how she used me. So am I the asshole for not going to a birthday party unless she at least says sorry? No. What the heck? That's, you know what, like, what? You're the parent. Yeah, and you've just taken all that money from your kids, like, and refusing to pay back when you clearly have more money. Like, you've gone on more than one vacation since. Nothing infuriates me more is when you owe people money, or someone owes someone money, should I say, but then they keep buying shit. Yeah. And, like, you owe someone, like, that's not your money. That's their money now.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that it was for vacation.
I know.
I wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was an American one, so I don't understand how all that, like, debt works out in the car. I don't understand that, but I guess that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. As he stated, she said, I'll pay you back. Like, she said that. So.
Yeah, no.
That's rough.
You're not the asshole.
No. I don't think we've called anyone the arsehole today. That's surprising.
Yeah, we haven't.
Oh my God, we're just so, like, compassionate today.
Wow.
We got to start filming on a Monday morning more often. We're a bit calmer.
Yeah.
We're less savage.
Wow.
After the morning you had too.
Who out of those stories can I make the asshole?
None.
No. Like, some were, like, a bit dramatic. Like, none of them...
Yeah, I mean, at most we could probably call the girl with the makeup artist one an asshole if we had to choose one.
She did what?
We need to do one of those thumbnails.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that wraps us up, is it?
Yeah.
That wraps us up for episode 7. Am I the arsehole?
Am I the asshole? We'll do more of them.
Yeah, we'll do some more fun ideas. Kira has a lot under her belt that she's been working on, so you'll definitely see us a bit more consistently and a bit more fun side on this podcast, as well as some business stuff I'm sure Kira and I will talk about anyway. But yeah, thanks for hanging tight with our lack of schedule, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But it's all onwards from here.
Yep.
But thank
Onwards
you
and
for
upwards.
thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social medias at Pro Hair and Beauty Unfiltered.
Peace out.